as equally as proud as of yourself as we are
Mm-hmm.
of you. But you've put in so much time and effort into getting this, and we're happy this is finally happening. And very, very soon, you'd have your reward given to you, which is your certificate and all of that.
Yeah,
But yeah, lovely
yeah.
having you guys here. And to other cohorts, I think I saw a question. Sorry, I don't know where that is coming from, but I saw a question for a cohort saying that they are not sure if they are supposed to be here. I think this is coming.
Yeah, I was going to say someone, is it, or is that from you that is echoing? Or
No, I
someone?
think someone's
Thank you,
mic.
Ayomide.
I
Ayomide, hi. Please, can you mute your mic?
Oh, okay. I think she has now. Or has she? Let me do that from here. Thank
um,
you, Amara, for that.
Yeah, but to other cohorts that are here, this is you can like we share this invite to everyone, so you can just come here, see what learners that are graduating this week have worked on, just walk through their projects and products and see how they approach certain case studies. So yeah, you're welcome here, and I hope you enjoy this session. Thank you.
Thank you. I think Amara, since you are here, you can just say hi to your your kids or your students. You can just say hi to them. Wish them the best of luck. Anything you want to say to them. And I think Susan is also here as well. Or you don't have words. You're speechless.
I actually don't. That is me. That's actually how I feel. I don't
Wow.
have words. I don't know. I'm going to miss them. I'm going to miss Sam, Ayomide, Charles. I'm going
Wait,
to
let's
miss
leave the speech for
all of them.
Friday. Let's do the speech
I'm
for
so
those
sorry.
names.
Mara, anybody you don't mention should drag you.
Exactly.
Do you want to call all of them?
I'm sorry.
Don't
I'll
mention
call all of
names.
them if I can. I'll open my
You
sheet
have,
and
I hope
call
you know you
every
have
single one
200.
of their names.
You have over 200 graduates.
I
Are you
would
ready
do
to call
it.
all of
I would do it.
them? Wow.
Akiwale says you should call him when you're starting.
Akimole, I'm going to miss you. I don't want to get emotional, please. So let
Okay.
me
You're
not talk
saving your
too much.
tears for
Yes,
Friday.
for
Okay, that's
Friday.
fine.
Yes.
That's fine, guys. You guys will see Amara crying on Friday, so stay tuned. Please make sure you join to catch it live and direct. Okay. But thank you, Amara. I don't know if Susan can just say hi before we start today's session. Um,
Yes. Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
yes, we can. We can.
Good. Good evening from Nigeria, right? When you start a program and you're trying to wrap up, there's a nostalgic feeling that comes with it. It's already 1 year, and here you are doing so many things that you were not able to do at the start of this program. I know lots of you have built relationship, you've built projects. Some of you, you're gaining traction. Some of you haven't gotten jobs. I've spoken to a couple of learners, right? Yes. And I don't want to call out my people because they are the major culprit. Take your flowers and lots of persons, right? I spoke with some persons, and some persons are actually getting jobs already, right? I think the last town hall uh, uh, that we had, we saw evidence in that. That's just one person that was able to open up. We have a couple of persons already that have gotten jobs. So what I want to see for this meeting is you've come this far. You're resilient. First up everything, you're here. I don't want you to feel. I read something recently and that resonated with me. Your timing and the other person's timing might be different. Your experiences in life and another person's experiences are different, but you need to look at things from the positive aspect. In other words, you need to learn to create opportunities for yourself. You need to be visible for people to see you. You're visible, but people don't even know what you do. Some of you, you're learning on that day. Your boss doesn't even know you have the skills you have. You can walk up to your boss. Oh, for this one here, this is my certificate, or this is what I've been able to do. We've had people that came to old school and the transition to, let's say, transition from a security guy to working in the major bank because he upskilled, right? It's not going to be an easy should I say, yeah, moving from one job to another, but I just want you to just take yourself out. I know we don't have the physical hangouts that we should do because this is a virtual school, but you can take yourself out. This month's salary, if you're a worker, celebrate yourself, be happy, applaud yourself. Tell yourself, I came this far. I saw I conquered, right? Just maintain a positive outlook in life. And life will definitely favor those that think positively. Never develop a victim mindset. Let me not start aspire to perspire. Let me leave it to Debbie.
I was about to say, Susan is about to give us, a keynote speech here. Let's give a round of applause for Susan, for a keynote speech. I was about to say that, but thank you very much, Susan. And a lot of what she said is very correct. Please, I always say this, but I think we'll leave it for Friday, guys. Right? You need to speak up in wherever you are, your workplaces. Let them know that now you are a graduate, right? You can't. They should not play with you. You're not small, and like they can actually employ you. You can start out from somewhere, volunteer to help out in some of these roles, and things like that, right? So okay, without further ado, good evening once again, everyone. Thank you for taking our time to join today's call. As we mentioned, this is a pre-graduation event, right? So this is just, I know initially like a few weeks or like a month back, I shared a form with everyone via email. So those that are interested in, showcasing their projects, a lot of you, those that graduated, you guys had capstone projects, and there's some people that have also come up with very interesting ideas and things over the course of 1 year, right? And this is just a platform or a way to just see what you have been able to build in the past 1 year. Okay, that's just the purpose of being here, just to be able to see what you have been able to build in the past 1 year, and for people to just talk more about what they have been able to do in the past 1 year as well, right? So this is, as I mentioned, this is what we're not grading this. For a lot of people, I know some of them are scared or they're a bit anxious. We're not grading this is just for you to be able to practice your communication skills and practice your presentation skills. I can see some of you are seeing some of your instructors here. Yes, they're also here to also support and give feedback, right, during your presentation. And just here, it's a nice thing to see that, oh, your instructors have been teaching you for the past 1 year and you have been able to actually put to practice what you have learned. They have not been teaching in vain, right? So that's just the purpose of today. And for those that are not presenting, you guys that are in the comment section, I don't want to start mentioning names, but all of you in the comment section right now, I need you guys, your work today is just to be clapping for everybody that is presenting, okay? Just motivate them. Some of them are shy, some of them are anxious. Just motivate them, clap for them, root for them. Okay, right? Motivate them, let them know that they are doing well. If you also have feedback for them after the presentation as well, maybe if there's something that they mentioned while they were presenting and you feel that, oh, they can do better or they can add a feature or something, you can always drop it for them in the chat box as well. Okay, you can just drop it, say, oh, hi, so person, I think you can incorporate this, or even maybe you want to collaborate with them on another project. Feel free to collaborate and help each other out for other projects ahead. Okay, so I think we have done enough introductions and I think we can start today's presentation, right? So we have like a presentation order, right? And the presenters already know. So I think the very first person is Emmanuel Ajibola. I'm not sure if he's here right now, so we might have to move on to the next person, but just to be sure. Emmanuel, are you here? Okay. So Emmanuel is not here. All right. So Rose, you are next. Rose, are you ready for us today? Hi, Rose. I know you were here earlier, but I don't know if I've been able to join early now. Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm ready to present.
All right. The floor is yours. Hi, Ore. Sorry, Ore, you're here, right?
Yes, I am.
All right. So, guys, remember you have about 7 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes to let us know what you're doing, why you're here, and your idea. Aura is going to be our timekeeper. She's going to start the clock when you start presenting, and then she'll let you know when your time is up as well. If you can be done in less than 5 minutes, that will be fine. And yes, after that, we'll give feedback and we'll proceed to the next person. All right. Rose, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, the floor is yours. You haven't shared your screen yet. Well, I'm yet to see it.
I can see it from my end.
Okay, yeah, I can see it now. All right.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So, good evening, everyone. My name is Rose Tunguru from Kenya, Nairobi. I am in the Python track of back-end engineering at Alt School, and I'm happy to be graduating on Friday. My project is something I've been working on the side. It was not a school project. It's called Tuma Report. In Kiswahili, Tuma translates to send in English. So this app allows basically for citizen journalism. Especially when civic events are happening, maybe you're in a protest or maybe there's just something affecting the community. This is another platform to post on top of social media, and it's also like a record keeping platform because I will not delete anything. And yeah, so let me get into how it works. It's an Android app. What you're seeing on the screen is it's my Android emulator, and this is how it looks on Android store. It's called Tuma Report. There's a disclaimer that it's an independent civic reporting platform. It's not affiliated with the government, and all content is user submitted. So if something has happened and you'd like to submit a report, you will click on here, submit a report, and then you go to this page. This page asks you to, okay, for instance, this was a collapsed building, so you can, but that's gone ahead of where I wanted. But this page asks you to post accurate information. So initially, when I launched, I hadn't counted on people posting, like test or keyboard smash, like QWERTY, IOU. So I coded it in such a way that there's certain words that cannot be posted. And then I put this disclaimer to tell people that this is, please be accurate. Please be as accurate as you can. So let's say there's something like today's pre-graduation presentation. Then at the description, you describe. I don't know. I'll just write describe, but you can go as you can use 500 characters to describe whatever it is that is happening. You can select a location, but this is optional. You can put a date and time as well, but again, this is also optional. And then down here, you put an image. You pick an image. So I think when I clicked on the page, it just automatically went to pick image, and that's what it'll pick. And then there's this is to prevent bots from taking advantage of the fact that you don't need an account to post on this. And I do not keep your personal information because this is a civic reporting tool. We expect that there's going to be a lot of eyes from the government, waiting for you to make a wrong move and all that. So yeah, this is basically to prevent spam and that sort of thing. And then once you're done, you submit your report. And yeah, you get your notice, report submitted successfully. Then you can go now to the other page, which is the reports feed, which now shows you the reports that people have submitted. And in my around maybe 5-6 weeks since launching, this reports feed gets updated by users that I don't even know who they are, because again, I don't keep anyone's, you don't need an account, I don't keep your information. So it's anonymously updated for protection in case of anything. So this is basically what happens. I get about 5 reports a day. And as you can see, there's people who already post about things that are happening all over the country, not only in Nairobi. And it's easy to use for anyone, even someone who's not like tech savvy. And then down here we have our about, which basically explains what you are about and tells us, gives this independent notice. This was actually, I added this because of Google, because they were saying if this is a government project, I need to identify as such. So I had to put this. And basically, that is my project. It's not related to Python, which is what I learned, but it's just something that interests me because also I'm an activist, and so this is something that aligns with what I do. And that is all. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Rose. Or I think she spoke in less than like 5 or 7 minutes, right? Because I don't think you mentioned that her time was up.
Yeah, she still had 1 minute and some
All right.
seconds.
Thank you. No problem. Thank you so much, Rose. And wow, first of all, well done. I think I know a little bit about this project, and those who know Rose from when she joined us initially know that Rose is an activist, right? And this is an amazing idea. Well done. You know, I'm sure everyone is giving you your flowers right now in the chat box. Well done, well done. An amazing presentation as well. It was very, very engaging taking us through it. So I don't know if anyone has any feedback for her. Instructors are here. Amara, Susan, Ore, do you guys have anything you want to just say? So Rose, or should we move to the next person?
Mm, I think there's a question. Someone is asking, are reports deletable?
Okay. Rose, are reports deletable or?
Okay, there's a report, there's a flag option on, let me see if I can share. On the reports feed, like this report that I just made can be flagged. If you click here now, oh, there's an error. But it's supposed to flag, and then if it gets 5 flags, it gets automatically hidden.
Okay.
So that, yeah, it's moderated by the community. But I can also just go to the database myself, since I'm in the back end, and delete it.
Delete it. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I think Mohammed has something to say.
Yes,
Yeah, Mohammed,
I
you can
do.
go.
Hi, everyone. This is Muhammad from Product Management. And my comments actually would help like this so everyone, but Rose went first. So yeah, first of all, well done for putting yourself out there and presenting your work. It takes courage. And yeah, but the feedback I want to give is that when you're presenting your work like this, you need to be more intentional with your flow, right? So you don't start by explaining like the buttons, the fields, the screens, what this is for. You want to start by explaining the problem. Like this is a problem, the real problem you're trying to solve. Like help us feel the problem. Then, if possible, use a real life example or a short story that we can connect with. Then explain the solution briefly. Like this is what my solution does. This is how it solves the problem. So that way it flows. So you need to be structured. Problem first, the solution, then the demo, right? And you don't need to like when you say description, like we know what description does. Like so, you can easily say you put in the description, select the location, select the date and time without having to. That way you save yourself time and you will be less pressured. You just calm down and speak slowly, and your points will hit better. That way. So, but yeah, well done. Yeah, like really, really, really well done and great initiative. I just wanted to put that out. And for others who want to, present, so like have a flow, basically problem, solution, then the demo. And the demo doesn't have to be too deep. Let us just see that it solves the problem. Thanks, guys. I hope that helps.
All right. Thank you so much. Muhammad. Rose, did you get that? And I
I
hope.
did. I did.
All right, thank you. All right. So I don't know, because of time, we will have to move to the next person. If anyone else has feedback, just drop it in the chat box for Rose. I'm sure she would see it and she can respond. If you have questions, Rose, you can just look through the chat and then maybe respond to some people that have questions about your idea. All right. So the next person is Esther. Esther, you have to go next. I dropped the. Okay, no, sorry. Yes, Esther. Esther is here. Esther Chineye. Esther, are you ready? Is Esther on the call? Yes, she is. Hi, Esther. Are you ready for us? Your mic is muted. Hi, Esther. Are you there, or should we move to the next person?
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening. I can hear you.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes, all right. So share your screen. As I previously said, you have 7 minutes. Let us know your idea and best of luck. All right, my
Alright.
timekeeper, over to you. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. My name is Esther Chineye Umbanifo, and I'm from the product design track. I'll be presenting my capstone project, which is an health tech app, and the name of the app is called Carely. Carely is a mobile health tech application that is designed to help users manage their health digitally. The problem Carely app solves include difficulty in booking doctor's appointment. Like people, when they go to the hospital, they struggle with long hospital queue. And they also have this stress of physically visiting an hospital just to book an appointment. So what Kelly does is that it solves this problem by providing a digital platform where users can easily search for doctor, then also check if the doctor is available, seek consultation, and if necessary, they can book an appointment instantly. Then it's also solve a problem of delay in getting medical help. And this delay can occur due to distance, or let's say there is no hospital in the area where the person is. So Carely reduces delay by offering quick access to healthcare services through an appointment booking feature, where users are able to connect with healthcare providers faster and receive timely medical attention. And the another problem it solves is difficulty in keeping health records organized. People they find it hard to track their health data most times. So what Kelly does in this problem is that it helps to organize health information in one centralized dashboard where users they can track their vitals like your heart rate, sleep and activity levels. So the solution Kelly platform provides for users, we have a seamless appointment booking. Kelly offers a simple way for users to book an appointment. It's just easy. It works like, first of all, the user search or select a doctor from the app. They view the doctor's profile, they choose a convenient date and time, and they confirm their booking. Very simple. And another solution is faster access to medical support. Yes, with the quick appointment booking feature, they have a faster access to medical professionals on the app. And the last one is that it track basic health information from a simple dashboard. All the data in the Carely app is organized and is presented in a clear format. So I will be sharing a demo of the app. When a user uses this app, like this user, for example, has already signed up for the app. This is the intro section. You get started. This is a user that has already signed up. So you sign up, log in, then the details is already there. Your email, your password is there. And since you successfully log in, a pop-up message comes up saying congratulations, you have logged in successfully. Then this is the dashboard I was talking about. The health status, it has heart rate, where it tracks your heart rate, your sleep, your steps also, it counts step. On the dashboard, it has a track medication, a consult now, book appointment. Then the next screen, it shows you different categories of doctors which you can book from. This user booked a dentist appointment and it came out and it shows a preview of the dentist profile, book the appointments, and this is the details you have to enter into. The users as when once you enter into this detail, you confirm your payment and a pop-up notification comes and saying congratulations, your appointment is booked successfully, and it takes you back to the home page. So the challenges I encountered in building this app is building users' trust. As a result of the survey I carried out, only 25% of users, they were willing to use the app if they found out that it was reliable and secure. Then another challenge was that I had to design a simple experience so that while users they are engaging with the app, they do not feel lost or confused about the app. And future improvement, if I'm given more time, I would like to add a video consultation whereby users, it allows them to use their phone or computer through a video call to get connected to a professional doctor. And this AI powered health insight features, it allows users, it give them smart and personalized advice by analyzing their health data in order to improve their well-being. So the AI, you just input like a symptom. If you are feeling something or you just want to check up your health using the AI, it gives you a smart advice. And that was, if I'm giving more time, I would like to add those features. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much, Esther. Well done, well done. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone. I can see everyone is doing their work. They are clapping for you. They're supporting you. Thank you, guys. That's your work. Just be doing that. Okay. So, does anyone have any feedback for Esther? Anything they want to say? My feedbackers, please. Let's. Or Esther did an amazing job. No corrections. 10/10.
Yeah.
Okay, Muhammad, do you have something to say?
Yeah, I think she did a great job. Like,
Okay.
yeah, she did a great job, and I want the rest of us to learn from it. Like, she first sort of like took us through the problem, and this is a problem that a lot of us kind of experience. Like virtually every single one of us has experienced this problem, the issues with the hospitals and all. So you're already interested, you're already keen about, oh, there's a solution for it, and as she's going through the solution, it's getting you excited because you could flow, you could relate. So that's the idea. Well done, Esther.
All right.
Thank you very much.
I see me saying thank you like it's me that presented. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you, Esther. If does anyone else have any other feedback for Esther? But Esther, amazing job on taking us through what exactly you came here to do. And yes, an amazing idea. Most definitely, like you said, if it was more time, you would have implemented more things. And I think something I forgot to mention earlier is we have different people presenting right here, right? So there are different people from product design to even cybersecurity. So you will see different ideas being displayed here. So everything might not be the same. And the reason why, like for Esther's own, she had to show her prototype is because she's a product designer, right? So that's what she could design and do with what she had been able to learn. All right. So I think we are good to go for the next person. So Femi, Devo, you're next. Are you ready? Esther, I think you can stop sharing your screen so that the next person can go. But well done, Esther, once again. All right. Devo, are you ready for us? Or should we?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
cool. Good.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Femi Deva from Backend Engineering Track, Node.js. So I'll be presenting a
Devo, do you need me to
Balloon.
share? Sorry, do you need me to share the presentation you sent, or you are good to go on that end?
Yeah, I am good.
All right.
All
Go ahead.
Yeah, technically, one presenting tonight is a colleague Ballon d'Or. I don't know if you can see my screen. So
Yes, we can.
yeah, as you all know, Ballon d'Or is for football fans. Ballon d'Or is a part of us. So we have popular Ballon d'Or platforms where people trying to follow up on the real football world. So here in Ekole is a place in Ekiti. So we decided to kind of bring up a carbon copy of that event. So now, what problem did we try to solve? Now, that kind of events, we need to cover stuff like voting, because the Ballon d'Or is a football recognition platform now that powers voting, ticket sales, award purchase, and secure transaction verification all in one system. So right now, I'm going to edit to the system. This is the live website, as you can see. So from the website, you can come into vote. You can come into vote. Okay, I think it's not loading yet. But let me continue presentation. So technically, what you need to know about the website was that it was launched on February 1st, 2026 for live voting, and it's run throughout a period of 23 days before the Ballon d'Or event, and then it's had a turnout of 8,596 votes, everything you can see on the screen. 1,796 transactions, and 900,000, over 9,000 generated in cash revenues. Okay, so I think the app is live now. So here's the voting endpoint. So from here, you can actually select any category. You can select any category here. It loads the category. For instance, now these are the categories. And what it does is, all I just need to do is come here, input my email address, and vote. So once I select that, it takes me to Paystack. So I use the Paystack. I'm currently on the Paystack test page. So coming to Paystack, I just approve the transaction. Once the transaction is done, then it takes me back to the website. And after that, all right, this is for the voting endpoint. So when you come back to the voting endpoint here, you check, you see a vote has been added successfully. So going forward, also there's something the website does is in terms of tickets, because it was a night event. So what we had to do was we had to find a way to make it seamless for users within Ekole to be able to buy tickets all from the app. So it's as simple as any user coming in, and then they just put in their email. So same procedure. They just have to go to take them back to the whole pay stack thing, and then they come in here to pay as usual also. But now the difference between the tickets now is when you buy a ticket, you want the proof. You want the proof of payment, which is what I'm going to show you right now. So why that is being loaded. It also add an admin endpoint. So what the admin does is it has a dashboard. It has a transaction log. It shows all the transactions that have been done, and also it enables you to manage the nominees. That's put the nominees in the oldest, and also the awards. And here you can see the tickets, list of tickets that are available. So you can actually create everything right here. So right on my inbox, trying to load. Okay. Right on my inbox, you can see I just received an email of my tickets. So literally the payment I did the other time, this is the email. So when I'm coming to the event, I just have to show whoever is at the door this, and then I'm coming in direct. So I think that is that on Ekole Ballon d'Or. So challenges faced, one of the major challenges I actually faced from back end was because I haven't actually been able to solve it yet. This I'm trying to create a nominee, especially this part of uploading an image where I have to upload an image by file. On Next.js, when I try uploading by file, it keeps bringing an issue. So where it only receives a file type, and then I had to just go back, and then from Cloudinary just bring in the image URL. So the website is live on Render, it's live on Vercel. I used Vercel, and I think that's everything. Yes. So I think that's everything. That's all you need to know about the website. Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Laura Femi. Are you done? Just to confirm, are you done? Do you have anything else or that's it?
Mm,
No, it's
future
fine if you don't
improvements.
have any. I just want to be sure you're done with your presentation before I proceed. Because you're still okay. I think you're done because I can't hear you again. All right. Thank you very much. All right. Well done. Well done. Well done. First of all, I think that was part of the reasons why I also picked him because I just loved it was a very interesting and a different idea, right? Because football, and I know guys here will also like it as well. But well done. Thank you very much. Does anyone have any feedback for him? I would like for somebody else other than Muhammad to give feedback. If somebody else can give feedback, um, let me not call names, please. Does anyone have any feedback or anything that you want to say? Or if not, it's like Muhammad, you be my permanent feedback guy. And but I can see like he's not going to be here for long. So does
Not
anyone
even,
else
not
have
even. I have to go and break my fast. But yeah, I think you did a great job.
sorry?
What I really like the moment I saw football, because I think some sets ago, I remember I kept complaining that why is everybody doing marketplace? Everybody was doing marketplace for artisans, marketplace for tailors, for
Or health
carpenters. Yeah, like but like seeing something very, very unique and different. I really like that. So and I think it's impressive. So well done. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Does anyone else have any feedback? Let me specifically call Amara. Amara, please. Do you have anything for him? I don't know who is here, so I can't really see.
Okay. Hi, Darren.
Hi, sorry I'm putting you on the spot.
No, it's fine. To be honest with you, I actually had to step out for a for some time. So I did not see majority of his presentation. But like Mohammed said, it's a unique product, especially when we come to talking about learners presenting. It's usually health and artisan, but this time around, someone decided to look into sports, which is a unique idea. So, yeah.
All right, thank you very much. And that was also the same for me as well. It was a very unique idea, and I loved it. And well done, Femi, as well for putting in the work. I can see that this is not something definitely that would have taken you weeks to do. It would have taken you months, definitely. And like we all said, it's a good idea. It's a great idea. It's a space. We all know guys love football. Well, not just guys, girls too. But a lot of people love football, right? And it's very big. So it's something that I would say keep on going on, keep pushing for it, put it out there, right? Let people know that you have created this idea. Talk about it, right? And wishing you the best of luck. Okay. So I think you can stop sharing your screen so the next person can go. The next person is Ibrahim Bello. Hi Ibrahim. I think you're here. Yes, you're here. You are next. Are you ready for us?
Yeah, of course.
All
Am I
right.
audible, please?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're very audible. All right. The floor is yours. You can present your screen. Yeah.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Ibrahim Bello, and I'm in backend engineering track, specifically Node.js. Today, I'm excited to show you my capstone project. Come in. Let me share my screen. Can you see my screen, please?
Yes. Yes, we can.
So I'm excited to show you my capstone project, which is called Eventful. So Eventful, from the word Eventful, it describes what exactly the platform is all about. So Eventful is a complete full stack event management and ticketing platform designed to connect event creators with attendees seamlessly. So going to the problem, which Eventful is solving at this point is, when looking at the event space, I noticed that creators usually have to piece together multiple fragmented tools to host an event successfully. They use one platform for ticketing, a spreadsheet for waitlist, and manual list at door for check-ins. This leads to poor attendee tracking a lot of manual administrative work and lack of secure ticket verification, which often results to fraud at the door, some people bypassing the event. So the solution event is bringing to this is to solve this. Eventful is built in a centralized platform that handles the entire life cycle of an event. It's advanced event creation, secure payment processing, automated email notification for getting a reminder when the event is maybe a day or an hour, and cryptographical sign QR code ticketing into a single dashboard. So not wasting a lot of time, I'll quickly give you a walkthrough the platform. So here is the platform event for. So from the sorry, from the landing page here, I have the part 2. I have the part 2, what exactly the platform is all about. So it gives the full description of what the eventful platform is all about. So you could see a real-time analytic dashboard, and we have smart QR tickets with PDF export. We have complete attendee management and other things. So I'll just log in. So we'll just get a quick navigation to what we have here. So log in. So I already log in as like a creator. So this is the creator's account. So I'll just sign in. So here are the events I've created as a creator, like someone trying to create an event. And yeah, it gives the description of everything about the event. So when you want to create an event, you just go to, so you go to event section. Oh, sorry. So here are the events as a creator. So you can create events, you get details of the events, and yeah. So there's the creator has a comprehensive dashboard which they have access to, like the analytics, where am I getting this? So the analytics where you could like track what exactly goes on, like people that access the event platform and everything. So it has an analytics to everything, like the amount paid, the types of events, when the event is going to happen, and all the performance of what the event is all about. So going to like the attendee part, me signing in as an attendee, here's the attendee account. So you now as someone that wants to attend an event, it's just left for you to just like search for the name of the event. Let's say there's the event, then you click on it, you get tickets, which is clicking on the ticket part to payment section. Network. So please taking some time. So Lord, I don't know. Okay. Oh.
Okay, Ibrahim, are you having any
I think his
issues?
network or something, it's not loading, and
Okay, can you go to maybe another
yeah,
thing, speak on another thing?
I think his network is not loading the payment method and stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
You have 1 minute
Okay.
left, by the way, so just try to wrap up everything.
I'm not getting the navigation. Okay. So it's just a quick payment method. So I don't know why it's not loading at this point, but it works eventually. So you can, I'm going to share the link, then try it out. So let me just move on to the tech stack on what the platform holds. So in the backend aspects, in the backend aspects, it's built with Node.js and Express, while the frontend and like React and Tailwind CSS. So deployments uses like AWS, EC2, and others. So the challenges faced while building this platform is one of the biggest technical challenges I faced was designing the architecture for recurring events. I needed a way for creators to schedule weekly and monthly events series without creating massive data application while still tracking individual ticket capacities. So I solved this by designing a specialized event series, a database schema that allow a single submission for form on the front end to programmatically generate a link to like the QR code that is being generated from the payment. So the future improvement is I plan to like improve the scalability of the platform and by using Docker and other things. So I think I'm going to transition through that process. So thank you so much for your time, and I'm happy to answer any questions you might have. Thanks.
All right, thank you very much, Ibrahim. And I'll say first of all, well done. I know this presentation, especially for you, wasn't easy, but well done. You still did a great job. An amazing idea as well. Event ticketing app. There are a lot of events that are always happening. Events are always happening, especially in Lagos and everywhere, right? So a great idea. So does anyone have any feedback for Ibrahim so that we can move on to the next person? Anyone,
Yeah, thank you.
please. You're welcome.
Can you hear me?
Yes, or I can hear you.
Okay. Well done, Ibrahim. I think when you started, you kind of explained what the problem was and all, but when you were presenting, I would have loved to hear maybe something unique Eventful is doing differently aside like other event apps. Like maybe there's an attendee experience side of things that you really looked into and try to make it better for people that will be attending events that registered on Eventful. And then also you mentioned something about getting to the event and standing in queues waiting to get registered and all of that. Like you didn't touch point as to how what Eventful is doing to help with that. Just maybe if feedback is to your presentation, having to discuss USP, what's something unique your app or your product is doing differently from the market. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much, Ore. Ibrahim, I hope you have gotten that feedback and you can try to implement it. Pablo, do you want to speak? Because I think I saw you unmute your mic, or
Yeah.
do you have anything to say?
I also wanted to ask, first of all, apologies for the arriving late.
No,
I
no
just
problem.
wanted to also ask, Ibrahim, what about people who want to pay when they get to the event space? These are human beings. What about people who prefer not to use event payments apps? Human beings, Nigerians. Are you there?
Ibrahim, are you there? Okay. I don't know, maybe.
You should just put that in perspective. What are people who just show up at the place and want to get in? There are also people who want to get into it. How does that work? Especially if they probably don't want to go online to do stuff. It's a really good way to look at the problem too.
All right, thank you very much, Pablo. So Ibrahim, I hope you have heard some of this feedback. Maybe I'll also DM you as well, maybe after the presentation, to just let you know some if in case you can't hear us. But thank you very much. Well done once again, right, for still showing up and presenting your idea. Like I like to say, or like I told all of you before this, the main thing is that you showed up, right, and you are here doing it. I sent out this form, and let me just put it out there, only like 23 people submitted or indicated interest, right? And like about 16 people are here presenting today. So at the end of the day, right, you still showed up and you still presented your idea. So well done and big ups to you. Okay, so who's the next person so that we can move on? But yeah, Ibrahim, some people too are also asking questions in the chat box and dropping feedback. So if you can respond to them, if you have answers to them, feel free to respond to them in the chat box. Okay, so Blessing, Akinlabi, you are next. I want to believe you're here because I saw you earlier. Hi, Blessing, are you here? Should we move to the next? Yes, Blessing is here.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Um,
Are you ready?
I think so. Yes, I will share my screen now.
All right, I'll share your screen. I'm excited for Blessing's idea. I hope you people are excited too. All right. Good luck, Blessing. Or I want to believe it's time starts now.
Okay. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes. I can hear you.
Okay, so good day, everyone. I'm Akelabi Blessing, a
Sorry, Blessing,
front-end
before you
engineering
start, if you
student.
can, sorry, Blessing, can you hear me? Sorry, before you start, if you can
I
just
can
click
hear
on
you.
slideshow so that we can see your presentation clearer. Yeah,
Okay.
no problem.
It's better now.
Yes,
Is it
go
better
ahead.
now?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. So, good evening, everyone. My name is Akelabi Blessing, a student of front-end engineering department. And I would say before I start that my colleagues have presented really, really amazing projects, very complex and beautiful projects. But from me, I will just be giving us a two. So around last year, late last year, I was actually looking for links to session Miss Daring have been posting on the community group because I missed a lot of sessions, right? So I wanted to like watch them back to actually be on track with the soft skills and all of that. Then I discovered that it was very hard to actually locate these links, and I found it difficult to actually even get back most of these links. All right, so which leads me to my the problem I came up with, which is the conning kit, right? I named it the conning kit because I just thought of it. Yeah. So it's a centralized platform for old school. It's a centralized platform for tracking old school cohort sessions and learning resources, right? So the problem was, like I said, which I faced last year and probably early this year, I was trying to like locate past links, and I discovered that because I'm also the course representative of front-end engineering department. I was also trying to gather links for my cohort so that they can actually access materials and everything. I used Google Docs, but it was actually boring. There's something Mr. Shitemu will always say, use good fonts. So I was like, use good font. I think I can create something and I can bring out something from this problem, which is the issue of looking for links, looking for past things, learning materials from our community managers, from our instructors. So I came up with the conning kit. And one of the problems was also the community managers spend time resharing the same resources, sharing the links again, and things like that. And yeah, which leads us to the solution. The solutions, tracking all session links. Like I said, this is a tool, not a big project, a small one. Assessing semester learning materials, organizing tutorials, and recording sessions. Now, the content kits. I would like to display my project now. I think leave here and show us the project. Okay, so so I hope you can see my screen. So this is the conning kit. This is just a front page. And when you get to the conning kit, you will be asked, what cohort are you in, front end, back end, cybersecurity, or say the community, right? So when you click on back end and front end, it takes you to the front end cohort where you find all the links that we have been posting in the group or in the cohort, right? And you can actually edit the name if you want. And I think I discovered something. Front end is actually very, very beautiful, honestly. And I discovered a tool here, which is called, is it a tool or for my front end engineers, right? There's something called content editing where you can directly edit text, right? And for everyone, yeah, where you can actually edit text. And this project was actually very interesting because it was a problem. It was my problem, but I felt like it should be useful for the whole community. So you can easily edit the project name here. Oh, let me start by actually adding a link, which is google.com, and you can either click on enter or this, then it adds it to the list. right? So, and you can always edit the link. You can always edit the link, change the title to whatever you want. And there's another thing I implemented here. So this search bar and this editing search icon and editing icon. So I discovered that what's the point of putting a search icon here? Like you have to search for
Sorry, am I the only one that can't hear Blessing again?
No, you're not.
I can hear him
Okay.
too.
Blessing, we lost you for a second. Are you there? Okay, let me see if I can try to get across to him. Okay. All right. But in the meantime, we can't even give feedback yet. Okay. All right. I think he has permanently gone off. All right. Maybe when he comes back, we'll give him feedback for what he has done. But well done to Blessing in his absence. I know this particular idea that he had shared it with me initially, and I can see a lot of people saying that it's a great one. It's something that personally I feel like we're going to even try to use in or we're definitely going to try to use it, especially with sharing resources. Like it's like a hub to find all the links and the resources, even for instructors, right? I know you guys share some resources and tools to learners. So this is like a platform where you can just put it there and we can always share it with the learners. You can find everything. You can find everything that your instructor maybe shares for you. If you're in front end, back end, anywhere, product design, you can just find all the links in one place. And it's a particular problem that personally I appreciate because he saw a problem, right? And he tried to fix it. And it's very, 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 very initiative. I don't want anyone to give any feedbacks yet because he is not yet here. So maybe we'll just go to the next presentation when he's back. After that, we'll now take maybe feedbacks for Blessing. But well done, Blessing. Okay, so Ayomide, you're next. Ayomide Aremo. Are you ready? I know you're ready. All right.
Yes, good evening. Hello everyone. My
Yeah.
name is Ayomide.
You're not sharing your
Can
screen
you hear
yet.
me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Well, we can't see
Can you
your
hear
screen.
me?
Yes, 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 we can hear you.
Yes. Yes, I'm going to share my screen in a bit.
All right.
My name is Ayomide. I'm from the cybersecurity track. I'm going to be sharing my presentation right now. It's quite different from everything that we have seen so far because it's cybersecurity. We don't really build applications. So the name of my project is Euphoria. It's a scalable one connecting a bank headquarters to multiple branches, designed for reliability and security. The problem that I wanted to approach in this project, large banks operate branches across multiple locations, and these branches must communicate reliably. They must access centralized services. They must maintain secure connections. And without a well-designed one, which is wide area networks become difficult to manage, routing is inefficient, and security risk increase. So my goal was to model a network that solves these real-world challenges. So the approach I designed a hub and spoke one with headquarters acting as the hub, and there are 4 branch offices connected through the WAN links. So each branch has its own local area network, and I use static routing for predictable paths and hosted centralized services at the headquarters. I'm going to be showing the topology in a bit. These designs keep control centralized, traffic predictable, and prepares the network to scale in the future. So I'm going to be sharing my topology so we can see it, like the design, the network design. So here is the network topology. Topology can also be called design. So the architecture was implemented using Cisco Packet Tracer, and communication happens within each branch. So this, like, there is one branch that has like 4 computers. Each branch has a computer, a switch, a router. Then the middle section here is the headquarter that connects all these branches together. So communication happens within each branch and between branches. Like, so this computer in branch 1 can communicate with the other computers there. And the computer in branch 1 can also communicate with another branch through this headquarter. The headquarter is the one that gives them access to themselves. So if I send the data from branch 2, for example, now, the data can go to branch 3 through the headquarter. And also I can access the headquarters server from any of my branch and request for any data. So the key design decisions and security was considered here, of course, and to ensure efficiency and scalability. So I used different subnet masks for like efficient IP usage, clear segmentation, and also routing, so that these computers can communicate and traffic can be directed properly. So for this project, there are future enhancements that would be implemented here. Because we would scale it in the future, or I would scale it in the future, to implement dynamic routing with OSPF. So currently it's using static routing, meaning I'm the one that's implemented the routing, but this time around it's going to be dynamic in the sense that it's automatically routes, and I'm going to add redundant WAN links for fault tolerance in case the WAN link that is being used now has a fault. There is something to fall back to in the future, and also host DHCP for automated IP assignment. So right now, to give each computer their IP, I have to go into each one and give it its IP address. So in the future, I'm going to configure it in a way whereby each computer or each laptop or device has its IP address automatically. Because once it scales, we can't be going into each devices to give it its IP address. Also, firewalls, VPNs, and ACLs will also be deployed, for more security in the future. These enhancements allow the network to scale and remain secure as enterprise demand increases. So in summary, the network successfully enables headquarter to branch communication. So the headquarter can communicate with any branch here, and inter-branch communication. So the branches can communicate with themselves and also within like each branch. And also there is centralized services. So this project enables me to demonstrate a functional, scalable, and security-aware design, which is exactly how a real-world banking networks operates. So thank you very much.
All right, Ayomide, are you done? Hi, Ayomide, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, you're done. All right. Well
Yeah,
done. I can see some people in the chat box asking, is this cybersecurity? Yes, it is cybersecurity. And like I mentioned earlier, that's why I just wanted a mix of different people, so everyone gets to understand that we're all doing different things and we're all operating in different capacities, right? So what you're doing, somebody else is doing something else, right? And no work is, little or below the other person, right? So well done, Ayomide. I know I did not understand half of what you said, but I want to believe you did great. Okay. All right. I think Josh, your hand is up. Do you want to give Ayomide feedback? Or
Yes.
yeah,
Hi,
go
my
ahead.
name is John.
Hi, Josh.
So feedback. This actually gave me a bit of nostalgia. Like, it brought back memories of back then when we were trying to hustle in networking and it did not work. Well, I pray it works for you. So my feedback, I think I haven't used Packet Tracer in a very long time, but I think one thing that would have made your presentation 150%, because right now it's like 120. Or would have made like 150. I know there's a feature in Packet Tracer that you can literally simulate a packet going from one system across the network to a different system. I don't know, something like that would have really blown their minds. I mean, they think their minds are blown now. Doing that would have probably sent them through the roof. But very good
Okay,
work.
I could do
Very,
that, but like I felt it might take a long time, so that's why I
have
didn't do that.
to
You want me
it.
to do that?
Yes.
Wait, so Josh, she doesn't have time. Oh, there's no time for this. there's no time for this. Josh and
It's
I
very
can
quick.
have
Very,
a
very quick.
one-on-one. Then
Very,
we'll
very
do
quick.
that. We still have like about a couple of other presentations, right? So
Can I ask a question?
yeah, Pablo, please go ahead.
Okay, first off, well done for this. Just curious, what are your thoughts on cloud network infrastructure, Ayomide, and when it comes to like virtual private networks and all, and also because you mentioned scaling, I just want to know what your thoughts are. Can you hear
Hi,
me?
Emily, are you there? Emily, you're muted if you're speaking though.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Pablo, I can hear you, but I can't hear
But
Ayomide.
she
Okay,
said,
she didn't hear, so I think you need to come again, Pablo.
I
Sorry.
say, what are your thoughts on virtual private networks and scale, knowing that banks, typically exist on more than what you created here? What are your thoughts on that? Because remember that banks also have to connect with other platforms like, for interbank transfers. I don't know if you've heard of NIPS, InterSwitch, and the rest of them. What are your thoughts on that?
So, Emily, did you hear the question
Sorry,
now?
I don't think I heard you. I think my network is fluctuating. I don't
Hey.
think I heard you well.
Okay, so
I just heard scaling clouds. I didn't pick well.
Virtual private networks, scaling interbank transfers, because it's not just one bank, and they are also being tracked by a general body. What do you think about that? Okay.
I think Ayomide's network is going through. So Pablo, if you can probably maybe type, yeah, she just sent me a message now. Her network is acting up. So Pablo, maybe if you can type the question for her in the chat box, and then maybe she would respond because
All right.
we have to progress. Yeah, so sorry. Amara, do you have anything to say, or because your hand is up?
Yes, I do.
Right.
So I just want to point out something, and this is for Ayomide and to everybody, that it was going to be very easy for Ayomide or other members in the cybersecurity track to decide not to do this presentation because of it's different. It's different from presenting any other idea or a website. But the fact that she decided that this is something that she wants to do, the confidence that she even used to present her project is something that is worth applauds, right? So I just want to say that well done, Ayomide. And she started her journey at Old School 1 year ago. And the fact that she is very confident in her ability is also something that deserves to be applauded. So well done, Ayomide. And to the rest of you, that confidence, go and find it. If you don't have it, look for it because you need it to be able to put out those ideas or to sell yourself. So I just want to point that out and say well done again.
Thank you, Amara. And yes, well done, Ayomide. I think we also have someone else that is presenting from cybersecurity. So we'll definitely see a lot of things that we might not understand, but we'll support you people. We'll clap for you. Okay. So Blessing is back. Blessing, did you still have anything to say? If you can just say it in 1 or 2 words, or that was it. And does everyone have any feedback for Blessing? So Blessing was the last person that presented the resource hub, right, for Old School, where you can put links to different things. Blessing, are you there? If not, let's move.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Okay. But I think you were mostly done with it. You were trying to show us where we stopped hearing you from was when you were
I just
searching.
Okay, I just wanted to round up and like give like further future
In 1 minute.
improvements and all of that. Yeah, so Okay, so yeah, can I still share this? Do we still have time for that?
No, please. Sorry. If you can just
Okay,
maybe
okay, okay,
say
no
it, read it
problem.
out for us and just let us know. Yeah, anything.
Okay, no problem, no problem. So yeah, I think that's all. So basically, the Cunning Kit is just to help with organizing links and organizing links in the code and helping everyone manage links, the community managers and the community. Actually, I built it for everyone in old school, right? So not a personal project kind of thing. And I plan to actually improve some things, which is authentication, where the students can't like edit some things by themselves. Only the community managers and probably the instructors or the representatives can probably edit the links, add more materials and things like that. And I also want to work on there's a particular there's something called party kits where you can actually see students. So I'm rounding up, right? Where you can actually see the amount of people that are actually using the material at that particular time. And yeah, I think that's all. And it's available to everyone. I will drop the link in the chat box so you can check it out, play with it, do whatever you want. And I would really like our honest feedback. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Blessing. Well done once again. Pablo, do you have any feedback for him?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead.
I do. Look, I think everybody should look at what Blessing has done. You guys, if you think about it, everybody, goes through this problem of, okay, where are all the links that instructors, put together? And you can see that he actually connect. All of you can relate. Everybody down from old school students down to old school instructors and everything. And I just want to say that this is how problems are solved. That once the problem drops, everybody's like, that's typically how that is. So I want to shout out to you. I think it's a great thing you're doing. Please keep working on it. It would be a great place to put our links right after all our sessions. So here's what I want to share with you. Find out if you can build an extension out of it. Also find out if an extension can be connected to, I know it's audacious, but that's what we do. Find out if there's a way you can put an extension to Slack or any of this thing, which means folks can just connect to it, drop the links on it, and people can just check it out. So well done.
All right. Blessing, I hope you got that feedback, right? All right. Well done still on it. Okay, so we're moving to the next person. Well done, everyone. Sinesipo, you are next. Are you ready for us? I think I'm still on the call. Sinesipo.
Good evening. Can you
Yes,
hear
I
me?
can
I hope I'm audible.
Yes,
Okay.
you're audible. Go ahead.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I am Sinesipo Musi. I'm in the product design track. Today I'm presenting Medical, which is a human-centered telehealth platform designed for first-time digital patients. So for context and the basis of my research into this project was the COVID-19 pandemic. So the COVID-19 pandemic forced millions of patients online for the first time. Telehealth usage increased 38 times during this period. However, 76% of first-time users struggled with existing platforms, and 43% abandoned appointments due to interface confusion. This gap between urgent healthcare needs and poor digital usability is the core problem that I set out to solve. So I identified 3 key barriers in existing telehealth platforms. First, technical complexity with interfaces that are filled with medical jargon and confusing navigation. Second, there's an emotional disconnect with cold and personal experiences that make patients more anxious to interact with the product. And third is accessibility with designs that assume a baseline of digital literacy that many patients don't have. So Medical addresses these barriers through 3 design pillars. Intuitive design uses plain language and clear navigation. Emotional reassurance builds a supportive interface that acknowledges patient concerns. Universal access ensures that design works for people at every comfort level with technology. The core user journey is deliberately simple. It's just 4 steps. You open the app with a welcoming onboarding. You find a doctor using intuitive filters for specialty or availability and language. You book an appointment with visual time selection. You join the consultation with a single tap. Every step was designed to minimize the cognitive load. So here you can see some screenshot of the product. I'm going to share the prototype with you. Okay. I hope you can see. So basic walkthrough. There's your splash, your onboarding, get started.
Sorry, Celeste, what are you sharing? We can't see yet. We're still seeing your lovable presentation. That's what we're still
Oh,
seeing. No problem.
Hold on. Let's see. Okay, I'm not sure how to now. Ah, there you are. Are you seeing it now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, awesome. So there we go. You start with your connecting your onboarding. You have your human-centered interface with reassuring copy, and then you log in, you create your account, you go and you book your appointment. You can view each doctor profile. It tells you what the doctor has experienced in, and it constantly reassures you that you are verified and what kind of doctor you're dealing with and that sort of thing. Then you have your booking, which has a clear dates and clear timing and visible colors. And so you have your appointment confirmed, and from there you can join your call. Hold on. So back to the presentation. Okay. Yeah, so the basic design process followed the 5 phases. First, we started with user research and interviewing people with varying digital literacy levels. Then we met the journey to understand emotional highs and lows of using it. And then we tested the navigation concept. And finally, the prototype for usability to see if people can use it. The key challenges included balancing simplicity with the complexity of healthcare workflows to accommodate diverse literacy levels without being condescending, and maintaining security while keeping the flow effortless. Looking ahead, I envision adding medical history dashboard, prescription management, and AI symptom checker, pharmacy integration, and more multilingual support, as well as the adding the video feature itself. So yeah, so basically I feel with this project, telehealth should feel calm, accessible, and human. And medical demonstrates that healthcare technology does not have to be intimidating. By designing for real people, not just digital natives, we can make healthcare more equitable. And yeah, thank you for your time.
All right. Thank you so much, Sina Sipo. Well done, well done, well done. Well done, really, an amazing presentation. Does anyone have any feedback? First of all, I think I would like to say well done to Sinesibo. I think Sinesibo is the first person that has presented and has decided to show us her face while she presents. So thank you for doing so. I appreciate. Okay. Does anyone else have any feedback for her?
I first off, I need to applaud your presentation. Just like she mentioned, you were prepared for this. I sort of like the way you presented and backed everything up, the data backing up every information, and then your thoughts towards human-centered design. It's not everybody that understands a lot of the quirky nature of mobile phones and the fact that people didn't connect with all this sort of new technology, and the fact that you took it back to the nearest issue we had, which is the pandemic. I think I appreciate that a lot. And you should keep it up. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Pablo. Sinasipo, I hope you heard that. I don't know if she's still on the call because I can't see her again. Okay, she's still here. All right. All right. So we have the next person. I think we're moving on to the next. If anyone else has any feedback or anything they want to add, or any questions for Sinesipo, feel free to drop it in the chat box and she would respond. All right. So next person is Angela. Hi, Angela. Are you ready for us? I'm going to be assisting. I'm going to be presenting with Angela. So she has a bit of technical difficulties. So apologies, everyone. She might be telling me next slide. Next slide. Sorry. Okay. So it's now me that is sharing my screen. But Angela, are you ready for us?
Yes.
All right. Can everyone see our screen? Okay, all right. Angela, if you're having a bit of network issues, you feel free to turn off your camera so that we'll be able to hear you clearly. But go ahead. We'll be able to hear you clearly. But go ahead. Angela, are you there? Angela, are you there? I'm hearing myself. What's going on? Oh, I'm hearing myself. What's going on? Sorry. Can everyone hear me? Sorry. Can everyone hear me?
Yes, I can.
Why am I?
Yes, I can.
Yes, I can.
Join on multiple devices. I want to mute. Join on multiple devices. I want to mute. Yeah, that device.
Okay.
So just mute the volume of the other device. Just mute the volume of the other device.
Okay. Okay. Angela, we're waiting for you. You're muted. Is there any
Angela,
problem?
we're waiting for you. You're muted.
Is there any problem? Okay. 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 I think we need. Okay. I think we need.
Hello, please, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I don't know if you can see my screen.
Yes.
Sorry, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
All right. My name is Angela. I'm sorry about the delay. It was my network. I'm from the School of Data, the Data Analysis track. My project is a job application tracker. It's a web design that I built to help job seekers to organize their job search applications. And so basically, this project is a web application that I built to help job seekers track their job application in one place. And from personal experience, I noticed that when you're applying to jobs across many platforms and using different links, sending emails, it's really difficult to track your applications. It can be difficult and also it can be overwhelming. And I actually faced this problem myself. I used to go through my emails each time I get an invite for an interview. Before I attend the interview, I find myself searching through my emails, being confused sometimes, and it was stressful and it wasn't even organized at all. So I decided to build something that could help solve that problem, and that is why I worked on this project myself, and I was able to bring it to an interactive dashboard point. And the problem is that 70% of job seekers struggle to stay organized during their job search. And sometimes job seekers often lose track of the companies and the roles they apply to. And also it can be difficult to track application progress. Maybe you've been interviewed for the job, or you've gotten an offer, or maybe you've even taken any technical test for that job. It's sometimes can be difficult to track these applications when you apply for jobs, let's say every week or every day. And that's the problem that my this job application tracker is trying to solve. And the solution, application tracker, it's your all-in-one job tracker that helps you to organize your job application in one place. It helps you to track the status of each job application. Maybe if you've just applied for a job, if you've been interviewed, or if you've gotten an offer. Also, it allows you to download your record as CSV file, so you can do it in Excel. So you don't have to enter the record of the jobs you've applied to manually. That's a bit stressful. So the job application tracker is trying to provide this solution for job seekers. And then the key features of the website is that it allows users to add application, it allows you to track your application, and also it provides a dashboard overview. So users can easily see their job progress in one place. Please, I don't know if you can see.
Yes, Angela, we can hear you. But
Yes.
maybe perhaps you can turn off your camera so that we can
All
be able
right.
to hear you clear.
Okay. And the tech stack I used Python for the backend logic. I used Python for the backend logic, SQL for storing the user's job application records, and I deployed on Render as a web application for easy access. And also, the challenges I faced, because I'm not a back-end student, I'm just a data analyst student, and what we work with mostly in class, we work with data, we clean data, and we make sense out of data, and we try to transform data. So it was difficult for me to implement a login system. It was also a bit difficult for me to create a clean and responsive dashboard layout. But from that challenge, I was able to learn how to build interactive web application, how to manage user data using SQL. And for the live demo, I'm going to be showing how the job application really works. And also, after that, I'll be sharing the feature improvement that I really want to implement into this. If you can see, can you still hear me? Hello, can you see me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
For sure.
All right.
Angela, proceed.
All right. So I'm trying to bring up the app.
I'm already sharing it for you, or do you want to
So
do it on your end?
are you seeing my screen? Because I just opened it.
Okay, I don't know whose screen everyone
I
is
don't know if you
seeing,
can
but
see my screen.
no. Please, what's everyone seeing?
I'm
There is
saying that I
Is
can
my
see
is
your
my
screen.
screen? So Angela, is my screen that everyone is seeing? We can't see. It's yours. It's mine that they have been seeing since. So
Oh, I'm so sorry.
no problem. So go ahead.
Yeah. So for to sign up on the app, on the website, you have to use your full name, your email, your password, and also you have to use a 6 character for your password. So you create an account, and if you already have an account, you have to sign in. So after you sign up, then you can get to see the dashboard where you see the list of applications that you've entered, the records you've entered into the website. I don't know if you've signed up, Miss Daring. I can't see your screen.
Yes, I have. Okay, you can't see my screen.
Okay.
How it's going to work? But yes, I've signed up.
Okay. So when you sign up, I don't know if you can see a place where you can add application.
Yes.
But sorry, just give me a minute to sign up here. I can't see your screen and so yes, when you sign up, the dashboard is simply showing the dashboard will show your total applications, the ones you have pending, the interviews you've been able to attend, or if you've gotten any rejection from any job, it's going to show the total number. And when you want to add application, you simply go to add new, you click on add new, um, and then you enter the company name, the position of the job, the location, if it's a remote job, or if it's anywhere, the location of the job, the salary range. Just these details, you enter them just for you to really remember when you apply for the job. And also there's a space where you can enter the job URL, the job link you clicked on to apply for that job. And you can also get to select the date you applied for the job, and any additional notes. And then you can, when you're done filling the form, you save your application. The moment you click on save application, it's going to bring up a message that, okay, application saved successfully. I don't know if you've done that, Miss Daring.
I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to do that. Everyone is. I want to believe everyone can see me as I'm doing it. Guys, I'm trying my best. So sorry. Okay, yes, I've saved the application. All right, we can see,
Okay.
but you can't see.
So the moment you, okay.
I'm a live user for this product, but okay. All right. Angela, is there anything else you want to add because of time?
Yes, you can export. Let's say you enter more than, if you have like 20 records of job applications that you've entered and you want to view it in an Excel file, you can export it as an Excel file so you can view in Excel. So you don't have to manually enter your job applications in your Excel file. That's like giving yourself stress. Our job application tracker website is here to do that for you. And for the future improvements, I would love to add advanced analytics to help users track the success rate and identify application trends. Also, you can get to integrate an email. I also want to integrate an email reminder system that will notify users about important updates, such as follow-ups on applications or any upcoming interviews, and also help users stay organized and avoid missing opportunities. Also, I would love to implement a personalized user image in a way that when you log in, your image is going to appear on the page, which is going to make it more personalized than just a general thing. That's all.
All right. Thank you very much, Angela. Well done. And I think this is something beneficial for everyone that is graduating literally right now, or even those that are not yet graduating. This is what you can use to track your job applications. I'm so sorry, everyone. To track your job applications, as you apply out there. This is very something that is very useful to everyone. So well done, Angela. Does anyone have any feedback? We're actually short on time right now, but anybody, one or two people, or one person in 1 minute. Does anyone have any feedback? Angela, you can drop I think the link in the chat box so people can, use it.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Well done, Angela. Well done. I know there were some limitations,
I'm
but well
really
done.
I'm sorry about my screen and everything.
It's completely fine. All right. Anyone have any feedback, or we can move to the next person? Okay. I think we'll move to the next person. But well done. And I saw some people before were previously shouting, "Where are data guys? Where are data? These are data guys." Okay, this is Angela is a data uh
Can I
analyst. Okay. Who
can I say something?
Oh, Susan. Okay, go ahead, please. The
Yeah,
mic.
first thing first, I want to commend Angela, right? I want to commend Angela. I know that for School of Data is a bit, I'm just like what Darren is saying, right? But then I just want to ask Angela a question. I know very thoughtful project, but is there like a data scrubbing AI tool that you can attach to it, such that all those data on the tracker are not manually done, or they automatically fixed? Just that question.
Sorry, can you repeat that question? I didn't get
Do
it.
you have in mind to install like an AI agent that scrapes those data and manually fix it into the application that you built or you're building?
Ye- Yes, yes. I have that in plan, and I've even reached out to a senior that graduated last year, a
Okay.
cloud engineering student. So it's something that I want to also integrate. He mentioned it, and we are also still working on it. It's something I want to integrate into.
Okay, that's fine. And then I want to say something here. I'm sorry I'm putting instructors on the table, but then truth be told, every track, your instructors are very helpful. Anywhere you feel stuck and you need ideas, reach out to your instructors. They are there to help. Trust me, you have Pablo is like a cloud. I don't want to go into details, but please, whatever track you're in, whether you just got a job, you're finding it difficult in your job, try and reach out to your instructors. They're always there and they'll always be there to help you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Susan, and well done again, Angela. Amazing job. Okay, so we're moving on to the next person. Hopefully we'll soon be done. Ifedolapo, you're next. Are you on the call? Yes, you're on the call. Are you ready for us?
Oh, okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes,
Can you hear
yes.
me?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Go
All
ahead.
right.
The floor is yours.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm Ifedolapo Joe. I am from the backend track Python, and yeah. So I'm gonna be showing my capstone project. Sharing my screen right now. All right. So basically, this is quite very special to me because I'll say I have worked for uh, I have worked as a technical writer, so I actually document APIs. I don't know, can you see my screen? I don't know if you can see my screen.
Not yet.
Oh, okay, because I've clicked on it to share already. Okay, all right. So I actually work as a technical writer. So what I do is I actually document APIs and write codes and all. But being a backend developer, I get to actually build, and it really um opened the world possibilities and helped me not to see what me as somebody that just takes instructions from the backend dev and not really know what is actually going on. So basically, uh, capstone project. So basically, yeah, it's an Hedo app, and what was really special to me about it, just as I said, things that actually write about in documentation actually gets implemented. So the fast API authentication, authorization, role-based access control, relational database, software deletes and what testing. But I would also say that when I was a bit would I say unsure to actually show this because I actually learned that we have to shows something that everyone can actually relate to. And what I have that being the back end guys, the what now? That's the fast API. But then I was actually able to work with a front end dev and push out a front end application just today. Shout out to Alexander, also shout out to Rose for encouraging me to just shows something people can actually use, and also to the to Mrs. Hadirin for also pushing me. So this is an example of admin user just showing that okay, for you actually cannot create a course except you are an admin. And here I'm actually logged in as a student. Let me move this aside. Yeah, that is why this button is in black, because if not, it would have been in green, and I will not have been able to actually really log in. I'm actually logged in now, so to see. So let me show you the front end track. So yeah, oh I see. Yeah, so basically this is how it is, and there are some features that we are still working on. I want to show you. There is a video that I actually recorded so as to make this easy, and I will not need to waste time. Sorry, let me minimize this. Okay, great. So let me start from here. Can you still see my screen? All right. Yes, you can still see my screen. Great. Okay, so I started from here. So basically, this is okay. Let me kind of work login as an admin so that I'll be able to create a course. So basically, how the workflow is like the admin first of all has to create a work course, and then after that, one thing that we are also looking to implement is that there will be like a task section here. Let me see. Okay, action. So as an admin or as a teacher, you can actually create things that you want to do on the app, and you can also see the courses that are in high what demand right here. You can also see that here, and you can also see the number of seats that are actually being filled up per course so as to make it easier. So yeah, so a course has been actually created here. Then also we'll then move on to I will then log in as a student now. That is why we have the student view. I'm doing okay. Let me move that here so that it will be easy. Okay, move. Okay, great. I'm now logged in as a student, and what it does now is that it's actually going to show me that okay, there is a course here, and if I have any assignment to do, I can always um come right here and fix it. And if there are any open seats here, I can tell my friend that, oh, okay, this course is still open, come in and actually take it. So yeah, I think basically that's all. Yeah, so I want to also take my instructor, sir Rotimi. He's really, really wonderful. Yeah, thank you so much. Bye. Let me stop sharing.
All right, thank you very much, Ifedolapo. Well done on Edu app, right? I think yeah, that's the name. Well done, well done. So does anyone have any feedback for Ifedolapo or anything they'd like to say? I don't know who's still on the call, but I know Amara is here. Anyone have anything? Can everyone hear me? Just to be sure.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So I think, okay, Pablo.
No, I can hear you. Just what I wanted to say.
Okay, so you don't have anything. I thought you wanted to give feedback. All right, it's fine if no one has anything. That's fine.
Well, I have something to say, and he mentioned something while he was presenting, which is something that I feel like I need to point out, which is that while he had just the back end ready, he had this idea, he had this project, and he wanted to present it. He with the help of other learners, came up with a user interface that we are all able to look at and relate with, which is something commendable. So I know he mentioned the names of the learners that assisted him. He mentioned Rose and he mentioned another name. I don't think I remember right now, but I want to thank you both. And also well done to you for putting in the extra effort to make this presentation possible.
Thank you.
Well done, Ifedolapo. You did a good job. All right. So next person we have Olade. Hi. Olade is going to be presenting to us Leji. Olade, are you ready?
Yes, I
Hear me?
am.
Okay. All right. The floor is yours. You can present your slideshow and then over to you.
Okay, can everybody see my screen? Can you
Yep.
see?
Yes, we
Okay.
can.
So, good everyone. My name is Olade Olade Aderunke, and I'm a product management student. So today I'll be presenting my project called Learn as You Go, which is focused on making tech learning more accessible and affordable, especially for people who cannot afford traditional tech education. So sorry, from my experience working in a tech school, I notice there are a lot of people who are interested in learning tech skills, but the high cost of learning, it makes it very, very difficult for people to start. And mostly when they start, there's this high rate of dropouts because of the monthly payments and all. And also, from my research, most existing platform are either, if they are not expensive, they are not well structured, which affects consistency and learning progress. And then, uh, sorry, my research and analysis. During my research, I collected responses from 15 users using Google Form. And from the data, I noticed that cost is a major barrier and most users prefer small group learning. Many people also struggle with consistency and feel overwhelmed by too many unstructured resources online. And then looking at existing platforms, why some of them are structured, they are expensive, why some are free, they are not organized. And it's just like just come in and do whatever you want to do and just go. No one is keeping track, no one is it's not just well organized. So and then there is no platform that brings in peer learning, mentorship, and a reward system together. So this made me like this idea shaped up my solution, which is yes, learn as you go. So to solve this problem, I designed Learn as you go. It is a very, very peer-to-peer learning platform where users can where users can both learn and teach at the same time. The idea is very, very simple. As users learn and grow their skills, they can also teach beginners that are joining the app. So if someone have already started their journey elsewhere and they joined, there is this KYC, that's New York KYC there's this form that is going to, the person is going to form. So when the person fill the form, it's going to show that it's going to put the person not the beginner stage, but where the person is. There'll be exams and a lot of things that the person is going to go through before, instead of adding the person to the beginner form. The person is going to go to where they were supposed to go to. And then in return, the house, that's the house and sorry, in return, when I'm very, very confused. I want to look. Okay. End coins by Chichen. That's what I'm thinking. Sorry, excuse me. Okay, so the user learn, they grow their skills and they can teach beginners. And while they teach beginners, they earn coins, right? Which they can use to unlock courses online, the other courses that are locked. And there's also small communities and mentorship communities that users can stay consistent and support each other throughout their journey. Solution walkthrough. So there is when there is a new user, the user sign in or logs in and then fill different forms, and then that's based on the user sign up and KYC. I will show you my wireframe later. And then let me see. Yes, this is my wireframe. There is when the person's sign in or log in, the next screen, that's the KYC screen, shows the level of what they want to do and the level where they are and what they've learned. There's another screen that's what they've learned so far, the tools they can use, the work, if they have something they've worked on, what they can, if they want to share it, so that their profile is going to I forgot what I want to say. Okay. Then we have learn a skill. After joining, when the person sign in, there's this dashboard that shows my skill credits, my community, and mentorship button is there. There's progress tracker, upcoming section. The person can just click on any button they want and it goes to the next screen, which is maybe they want to teach others. And there's also when they teach others, they earn their coins and then they uses their coins to open advanced premium courses. And they can also use their coins to if they have enough coins, they can convert it to talk to a paid mentors rather. Then the tools
All
I
right.
use.
Olade, sorry, you have like
Okay, I'm almost done. The tools I use Miro for my wireframe. I use Google Form, Twitter to make user research, Google Slides for my stakeholders presentation. The challenges I faced, turning my idea into a clear structure and understanding user need properly and how I solved that is I did a lot of research and then I integrate the idea from my feedback. Future improvements is in future, I would like to improve the mentorship system to make it more structured and impactful. I'll also improve the reward system to make the coin better and more valuable and also more valuable and motivating for users, right? And then why this matters. This project is very, very important to me because it addresses a real problem, something I have seen, and the high cost of tech education, lack of structural learning opportunities. It also creates a system where people can grow both
Hi,
learning and
Olade, sorry,
teaching.
can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, I was saying that your time is up or has been up actually. So if you can try to wrap
Okay,
up in
I'm
a
done.
minute or
Yes, I'm trying to wrap up. So I said it also creates where people can grow by both learning and teaching, which makes the learning process more engaging and sustainable. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Olade. Well done. Like you said, this is actually something that most people face. I feel like it's it's an indirect attack even for maybe old school a little bit. Yeah, right? People also face it, or old schoolers also have faced this at a point in time, right? So I don't know if anyone has any feedback in a second or two. We're short for time and we still have like 2 or 3 presentations. Anyone? All right. Hi, Abdulaziz. You are next. Are you ready for us? I think if anyone has any feedback for you already, they can drop it in the chat box so that they can answer. Oh, well done. Hi, Abdulaziz. Are you ready?
Audible.
Sorry, I can't hear you. Or am I the only one?
Am I audible now?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
All right, the floor is yours.
All right, so please, can everyone see my screen?
Yes, we can. You can go to slideshow and start.
Okay. All right, good evening, everyone. My name is Abdulaziz Arowolo, and I also go by the name Shy Programmer. I am in the backend engineering Node.js stack. So today I'll be presenting on my project HealthQ. So a little backstory, I'm actually a physiotherapist, so I see patients often. And one problem I noticed in my field at the time was that we tend to prescribe exercises for patients to do to improve their conditions, but they have to be consistent with it. But we realized that patient tends to forget the type of exercises we say, or at least the time to do them, and then they skip it. And it wasn't only common to physiotherapists, even doctors face the same things like medications. Some patients that are meant to take like twice a day, they forget the time to take it and there's a mix up with. So same goes for appointment and checking of blood pressure. So I worked on a solution called HealthQ. So HealthQ was actually a solution that I suggested to my alt team when we were assigned, though it didn't win any votes. I think it was like the runner-up product at the time. But one thing is, I was like, okay, I still wanted to do this. It was my idea. So I just picked it up myself and I said, I'll figure out how to run it. So HealthQ is a patient reminder platform. It's built for hospitals and healthcare providers to just basically help schedule and automate reminder sending to their patients, either for medication, appointments, and the likes. So the way it works is pretty simple. The hospital has to just register, and then the facility will be under the platform. And each facility can now, the doctors can add their patients to it, then create prescriptions for them. And then these prescriptions, the reminders will be created, scheduled, and sent at those appropriate times. So simple like that. I kept this there, so just to show the tech stack that was involved. This is actually an MERN stack product. So I was in backend, so I worked with MongoDB, Express, and Node, and it was an API, or it is an API, but I decided to get a front end part, and I kind of picked up React in January, and no, it's not perfect. Sorry, am I audible?
Yes, you are. Continue.
Okay. So I picked up React in January, and I kind of partnered with AI to get it better. And I hosted the front end on Vessel and the back end on Hostless just to see its function. So let me quickly walk you through the platform. So actually, how do I? So HealthQ, what I call it, the repository is not public yet, but the app is actually public. If you go to health-q.vessel.app, the HealthQ app is there, and one can create an account as anything, can choose your specialization. If you're a physiotherapist, obviously I'm biased, the doctor, office admin, and then you can just sign in. So I'll sign in with this test, and the first page you see, to me, is one of the most important in the app. It's basically the facility page. So all the hospitals that register will be listed here. But because you're a doctor, confidentiality is very important in medicine. So you can't just be seeing all patients in every hospital. So it's only if you're part of an hospital that, when you come in, you just request to join. So there's an admin pass from every hospital who have a facility admin. So they can now approve or reject you if they see that you're a doctor. But for anybody who actually comes to this place and wants to test HealthQ, I created this demo hospital where, anybody can go into, it's just filled with test patients and all that. So you can see I created some false ones, and this is the patient page. So for each patient, you can come and create prescriptions for them. As you can see, you just come to this
place. Let's say, okay, what you're prescribing, and let's say, as it says, paracetamol, which obviously is a medication, and you can just, put any dose if you want to. That's optional, and tell them, okay, you're going to take this 3 times every day for 2 days. Actually, this is still consecutive days. I've not implemented calendar function. And then you can say the start date, but if it's just immediately, you can leave it this way. So the reminder channels are either via email or SMS. The SMS is actually not an option, but the email is fine. And there are also notes, if you want to tell them, take it after a meal or take lots of water, stuff like that. You can just create the schedule. So once that schedule is created, you can see that's what we just created, PCN 3 times daily, 2 days, take lots of water. So the facility can see the schedule. So you can see now it's created. So it's going to send it 8 a.m., 2 p.m. tomorrow, 8 p.m., then the following day, 8 a.m. So until the dose is completed, and it's automated. So from this point, the hospital doesn't need to do anything. So just to see it work, there's a immediate send now button here you can see. So if you want to send it immediately, or let's say you forgot or something. So click the send now. And this particular patient, I created it with my own email address. So we can go to my inbox here. You can see the email just came in. So this is what they see, that I test patients. This is your medication reminder. Medication, take your PCN 10 mg, and a note there. So this is how the app works generally. So just a little roundup. So obviously I face some challenges and I still have a lot to do. It's still a work in progress. So from some challenges, like I said, I picked up React in January. What you saw there, I know it's not just me. AI actually assisted me, but because I had to learn the React, I was able to debug, solve things and correct it the way I wanted. I first hosted the backend on Render, so it wasn't sending the mail because Render free doesn't like continue the cron job. So I used Hostless. It's actually a deployment platform that was created by our tutor, that was Mr. Adesoji Daniel. So it helped me a lot. And like I said, the SMS platform isn't up yet because for SMS to be sending, I need money to subscribe and things like that. So those are some challenges that are there. So for future improvement, obviously, to get the SMS or to have a dashboard that is real time. So as something is sent, it shows. And the backend is currently in JavaScript. We weren't taught TypeScript at the time. So I started it up with JavaScript in second semester. So I want to transfer to TypeScript and maybe I create a patient-facing app. I didn't want that because I wanted an app that doesn't stress patients at all. Like they don't have to log in or anything. They just get their reminders. It's only the hospital that does that part, and many more features. So thank you so much for listening. I remain Abdulaziz. That's my portfolio link. Shy programmer at the app. So I really appreciate you. And yes, that's all.
Well done, Abdulaziz. Well done, well done, well done. Amazing job, amazing idea. I think I like the fact that, like you said, it was an idea that you had for Alt-Hub when you originally wanted to start. And regardless of the fact that, it was cancelled and people didn't even want your idea, you still went ahead with it. So I would say well done. And it's actually an interesting idea, which can be used and which will be used as well. So does anyone have any feedback? I think some people have some feedback for you in the chat box and some questions as well. So maybe you can respond to them. But I don't know if anyone else has anything else to say. Okay. All right. I think we can move on to the next person if in the absence of any other feedback. All right. So thank you. Well done again, once again, Abdulaziz. Well done. So the next person is Evans. Evans Glant. He's presenting a T-Health AI. So Evans, do you still need help in presenting or you can present over there? Hi, Evans. We can't hear you. Or am I the only one that can't hear you? Please, can anyone hear me or Evans?
Hi, Darren, we can hear you, but we can't hear
Okay.
Evans.
Okay. Evans, we can't hear you. Are you having any issues?
Hello.
Okay, yes, we can hear you now. Hi,
Can
Evans,
you
are you there?
share the, yeah, I'm there.
Okay, so I asked that, do you want me to share my screen, or are you able to share yours now?
Just share.
Okay, all right. So you can start.
Hello everyone, my name is Evans Langas. I'm in the School of Engineering Cybersecurity track. And today I'm presenting under AI and Technology track, my project name TLT AI. TLT AI is a technology platform designed to transform the tea value chain using AI and blockchain, improving productivity and transparency for farmers. Next. Hello.
All right. Hi, Evans. Am I the only one? I think we're struggling to hear you. Your network is not good. Or am I the
Problem.
only one struggling to hear him? Amara, please confirm.
No, you're not the only one. It's a bit blurry.
All right. Evans, first of
Yes.
all, you're not audible. And second of all, I think your network is not
Yes.
good right now. A lot of people, we can't hear you. So maybe if you can try to. Hi, Evans. Can you hear us?
Hello.
Yes. Did you hear what I said? I say your network is a bit. It's
Yes.
not good right now. So if you can try, can you fix that? Or I think it's a bit delayed on Evans' end. So Evans, please, if you can hear me right now, if you can try to maybe log off and log back in again, but we can't hear you. Okay, and then we might have to take the next person, and then we'll come back to you. All right, is that fine? Okay, I think we'll have to go to the next person because I can't even hear him. All right. Hi, John. John, you're next. Is John on the call with us? Yes, John is here. Hi, John, you're next. Are you ready for us, or should we move to the next person as well?
Good evening. I can hear you. I'm with you guys, please.
All right, go ahead. Please present next.
Okay. Appear on top. I'm trying to share my screen with you guys, please. So just give me some time, please. Zoom. Nice. Okay. So I don't know if anyone can see my screen now. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, I'm not at home to make use of my laptop, so please permit me. I'm making use of my mobile device to do this. Good evening, everyone. My name is John Abasifreke, and I'm on the product management track, the Baraka cohort. So tonight, I want to take you through Nexus, a social media investment platform I designed to help young Nigerians start investing with confidence. So the tagline I use here, as you can see from on the first slide, the tagline I used is invest with clarity, grow with community. Invest with clarity, grow with community. So let me show you why that phrase matters so much to me. On to the next slide. The problem. So here is the reality I started with. Roughly 70% of young Nigerians are interested in investing, right? But they never actually start. And secondly, when I dug into the user research, three blockers kept showing up. First, a financial literacy gap. So most young people have never been taught how investing works. Second, the second thing is trust. After years of Ponzi schemes and fintech fraud, people are rightfully skeptical about investing. The third one is complexity. So the platforms that do exist feel like they were built for experienced traders, not someone earning around 80,000 a month and trying their luck for the first time. And then the last problem I discovered was underneath all of this is a microeconomic urgency. A microeconomic urgency. Nigeria's inflation rate means that leaving your money in a savings account is effectively losing money, right? So investing is no longer optional for this generation. It's actually survival. On to the next slide, which is the solution. The solution, so what Nexus does is that we bring three things together that no other existing platform combines, which is simple investing. We have built-in education and then a community-driven insight, as you can see on the slide, a community-driven insight. And then on the investing side, we have curated bundles, which are conservative, balanced, and growth. So a first-time investor doesn't have to pick individual stocks or understand financial instruments, right? So they just pick a risk level that matches where they are in life, right? So on the education side, financial literacy content is woven directly into the investment flow, as you can see on the slide here. It's woven directly into the investment flow. You are not sent to a separate lens app. So learning happens as you invest, right? So and on the community side, users see verified investor posts and peer insights that help them stay confident in their decisions, which is very crucial when markets dip and temptation to pull out is high, right? So unlike CarryWise and RiseVest, which are great apps, right? They are great apps, but they are primarily transactional. Nexus is a social first, like we prioritize sociality, right? Then the next slide, which is talking about product walkthrough. So let me quickly walk you through the user experience. A user signs up with their email or phone or their phone number, completes BVN-based KYC, and answers a short risk tolerance questionnaire, right? So that data shapes their recommended bundle. They fund their wallet, pick a bundle, and then start investing. So the whole onboarding process or the whole onboarding flow is designed to take under 5 minutes. It's designed to take under 5 minutes. So from there, the portfolio dashboard gives them a real-time view of their returns, right? So, and beyond the numbers, they are connected to a community feed where they can learn from other investors' journey. So the MVP includes 8 core features. The Nexus MVP includes 8 core features, all of which are either must have or should have on our Moscow priority grid. On to the next slide, which is tech stack. So if let's say I'm to begin building this, working on this, let's say I have an engineering team, I have a product designer, I have a front-end developer, two back-end developers, and then a quality assurance engineer. On the technical side, that's the mobile app is built in React Native to support both iOS and Android from a single code base. So the backend is Node.js with Express and PostgreSQL. So we are integrating Paystack for wallet funding because in Nigeria, Paystack is the payment layer everyone already trusts. Yes, everyone actually trusts Paystack aside Flutterwave, right? So KYC is handled through Mono or Smile ID for BVN verification. The infrastructure sits on AWS with Cloudflare for CDN and security. So the team model I scoped is on designer, 1 front-end developer, 2 back-end engineers, and a quality assurance lead. Enough to ship fast, not so many that you slow down decision making, right? So on to the next slide, which is talking about challenges and how I solved them, right? So now here are 3 challenges that shaped how I built this, like how I actually designed this whole slides, right? The biggest one was trust. The biggest one was trust. So you can't just build an investment app and expect Nigerians to hand over their money, right? You can't just build an investment and expect Nigerians to hand over their money. So trust had to be a productive feature for me. For me, trust had to be a productive feature, not a marketing campaign. So I embedded it into the product itself. I embedded trust into the product itself. That's talking about transparency, transparent performance tracking, BVN verification, and an explicit regulatory compliance roadmap in phase 1.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, please, your time has been up for a minute or two now, so just try to wrap up in a minute.
All right, please. All right. Thank you. So the second was the second challenge I had was scoping the MVP. So I started with 20 plus potential features. So using the Moscow framework, I made a deliberate call to defer all community and social features to phase 3 of Nexus, right? So only after users had been onboarded and had real portfolio experience. So trust comes before the community. So the third challenge here was regulation. Investment platforms in Nigeria need SEC. That's the SEC. They need the SEC compliance, right? So that's a real timeline risk. That's a real timeline risk. So rather than treating it as an afterthought, I built compliance consultation as an explicit phase 1 deliverable. So on to the next slide, which is talking about my roadmap and future improvements. So the roadmap is a 12-month 4-phase plan. 12 months 4-phase plan. Phase 1 is pure MVP, which gets users investing safely. Phase 2 is about trust building and UX polish during a closed beta, right? So phase 3 unlocks the community layer once we have retention data. Then phase 4 is monetization, and then we scale. So looking further ahead, I'm excited about robo advisory features, which is the AI-powered portfolio coaching and a remittance to invest flow specifically designed for the Nigerian diaspora, right? So imagine sending money home that goes straight into an investment bundle instead of sitting idle. So my last slide, which is talking about yes, I
Hi,
close
John.
here, please. I close here.
Sorry, we might have to actually stop you there. I'm so sorry. We still have 2 more presentations and the time, right? So
Okay,
thank you
okay.
very much
All
for
right, thank
an
you so much.
amazing presentation. Everyone has been able to at least get what you have been able to pass across. Please, if anyone also has any feedback for him, please drop it in the chat box as well. But thank you so much. Well done, John. John,
All
on
right,
an
thank
amazing
you
year.
so much.
All
Thank you
right,
so
thank you for
much.
your time. All right. Okay, so we are going back to Emmanuel. Hi, Emmanuel. Are you ready now? So we'll take Emmanuel and then finally Evans. Hopefully his network is better now. So Emmanuel, are you ready for us?
Hi, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Right, can you also see my screen?
Yeah, we can see your screen, but I don't know. It's a bit enlarged. If you can, oh, it's too enlarged. I can't really see
Okay,
the presentation parts.
okay. Can you see it now? I'm gonna have to make it look like this. Can you see it better now?
So you might need to stop sharing and reshare again because, or am I the only one that can only see his tab? Yeah. Okay.
No, it's the same.
Okay. Wanted to be sure. All right, Emmanuel, try to share again.
How about now?
Yes, we can. Yes, much better.
All right, so
All
I'm
right.
gonna have to share it this way, so it will be a little easier. Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is Emmanuel from the front and engineering track. I'm going to first apologize for coming in late. I had some things I needed to sort out. So, without wasting time, well, uh, so this is going to be really quick because this particular project that I worked on is a personal project, right? And uh, it's something I actually wanted to solve that is happening with me, which is time management and being able to cope with distractions, right? So at first, I didn't want to, I didn't want to, present it. I just wanted to just, focus on myself and try to try to do something for myself. But then again, I had got that nudge to just, show everyone what I did, what I worked on and how it has been able to help me if it's something that can motivate any other person to want to work on their own. So, like I said, I'm sure each and every one of us, or maybe just a couple of us, understand what Pomodoro is, the Pomodoro technique, right, by Francesco Cirello, right? So, the idea of this is to have like three sections uh, is a three-section technique that has a 25 minutes, a 5 minutes, and a 15 minutes. 25 minutes for intense work. You are not distracted by anything. You are focused on your work. Then 5 minutes for short break. Then a 15 minute. The 15 minutes is another section for you to focus. It's a longer form of break, right? So um, I just tried to find a name to give to it. Timekeeper, right? So, like I said, is to solve the problem of distraction and poor time management. I just had to add all this for us to understand why I did it. Like I said, it's an issue that I was struggling with. I had this time management issue, especially while I was studying at Old School Africa. There was always the issue of meeting up with time or running to catch up with assignments, running to catch up with what's the name classes, live classes, and all. And even before I joined Old School Africa, is something that I've been working on, and that's why I've been researching on the Pomodoro technique for a while, even before I built this solution. Right. So the problem is um, and I also know that it's not just me. I'm sure there are people out there that are struggling with staying focused on a particular work or project because it's a world full of notifications, social media and the rest. You're distracted, right? So, and of course, this helps with discipline, or better still, you would have a level of discipline before you can use this app. Maybe a little bit, just a little bit of discipline, and but then again, it can also help you. Yeah, and I'm just gonna attest that it has helped me so far, right? So, and these are the what's the name like a what's the word now? Like uh, say the ratings or the research about it is that 40% of work time lost to interruptions. Each time we're interrupted, it says that there is that 40% of work time lost, and for every time that you are interrupted, 23 it takes you 23 minutes to focus on some of the things that we work on. It might not be true to everybody, but like this is like the research and what I got from looking deeply into it. And um, so this helps you to be 2 times more productive with time focus, right? So that was the problem for me. And so the solution was that I use this Pomodoro technique. It's supposed to structure your focus, and I try to build it into an app. And of course, this solution, I've seen it one place or the other by some people that have done it. But the difference is that I wanted to do something that is tailored to me and will not be filled with a lot of buttons and a lot of colors, right? So because that also causes distraction and all. So one is to work on focus. That is working on a single task. Like I explained, 25 minutes, 5 minutes break. Then after 4 sessions of that, 25 minutes and 5 minutes, you have a 15-minute longer break for yourself, right? So because of time, let me just quickly go into the app, right? I don't know if you guys can see it. Hi,
Not yet. We're
can
still
you
seeing
just
your
confirm that?
presentation. Hi,
the
Emmanuel. We're still seeing your
presentation.
presentation. So you can stop sharing and share
All
again.
right, so I'm just okay. I'm just gonna stop sharing and I'm going to share. Right. So if you can see it now, so I just did this, and this was based on research. Some of the things that I saw, some of the samples I've seen online, and so I wanted to work with, a lot of information stuff that I researched on to build something that is tailored to me, right? So and I did this where you have like an analog clock uh, to just count down the time. A button where, of course, you start with. Then this is where when you click on this, it shows the short break. When you click on this, it shows the long break. Right? It's as simple as that. There's no a lot of buttons for you to click on and stuff like that. So if you want to reset, this is actually the button that helps you to reset. And so once you click on it, it starts counting. And if you want to reset, you can reset here. And like I said, there are other buttons for you to move to the next stage. And yes, it records your progress as it counts. This bar here keeps moving till it gets to 100%. And like I said, there are 4 sessions for each of these focus and short break before you go on your long break. So it counts each when you finish on a session, it just records it using this radio button here, right? And yeah, so that's basically it. Every
Hi,
other thing,
Emmanuel. So
and
you have
yes, the tech stack I
um
used,
your,
yeah,
hi, Emmanuel. Sorry. So your time is up. So please, if you
yeah,
can just
yeah,
try to wrap up in less than a minute.
yeah. So
Thank you.
that's basically it. The tech stack I used was React, of course, some of the things that we learn in class. The React, I used Vite, and one special thing that I wanted to add was one of the reasons why we keep getting notifications on phones or laptop is because we are connected to the internet, right? And I know that you can actually put off your notifications, but then again, I can just download this offline. It's a thing. If you look at this part here, I used a feature called a PWA, progressive web application, where you can download this on your system or on your phone. Is more like the same way old school did that stuff, where we wanted to access the community app on our phone, and they added that extension where you can download the stuff on your phone. So I just had to make research about it and added that feature. And yes, thank you so much for listening to me. And yeah, there's any
All right.
feedback, I don't know. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Emmanuel, well done. First of all, an amazing idea. I think for those that maybe are interested, you can maybe drop the link to it as well in the chat box for those that maybe are interested in actually using it as well. Okay, so if anyone has any question for Emmanuel, please drop it, or any feedback, drop it in the chat box. We might not be able to take it live because of time. I hope that would end latest 8:30. So, but we still have one more person, which is Evans. So we're going back to you, Evans. I hope you are ready. But well done, Emmanuel. An amazing idea, amazing concept. Love everyone. Well, some people might just be hearing the Pomodoro technique for the first time. So, if you're just hearing it for the first time, please try to research about it and see and try to implement it in your lives as well. So, hi, Evans. Are you ready for us?
Hello.
Yes, Evans, we
Hello.
can hear you
Can
now.
you hear me?
Yes, we can. Are you ready?
All right.
Now?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. Okay. Let me share my screen again.
Yes.
All right. So you had already started your introduction, so you can just go into it. You have we have 5 minutes, so please try to stick to time and just get straight to the point. Thank you.
All right. The problem we are solving within the TL is that people. Yes. Hello.
Hi,
Can
Evans.
you hear
Yes.
me?
Yes, we can. Go ahead.
Yes. Tea farming in Kenya supports millions of farmers, but many farmers struggle with unpredictable prices, crop diseases, and unpredictable yields. and limited access to reliable cultural information, which may cause late payments across the supply chain of tea. Next, our solution is that the platform allows users to register as farmers, factories, or buyers, input farm production data, view AI generated insight and analytics, track tea leaves deliveries across the supply chain, and manage payments across the blockchain and record it transparently. Next.
Hi, Daring. I think you said
Yes.
next.
I've already gone to the next slide. Sorry. Or I should go again.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
I've gone to the
The
next slide. Or do you want me to still proceed?
system architecture. The core language here I used Python. That is the primary language. Then Django backend frameworks and machine learning libraries like SGBoost or time series for yield predictions. Times for disease actions and find for chart transparency.
Okay, am I the only one that can't hear Evans again?
I think
I can't hear him too. I can't hear him. So I guess it's
Evans,
network.
yeah, it's network. So Evans, I think we have tried our best here. I know your network is currently, but I think I'll just try to help you over here. I'll show your slides, even though I don't have an idea what's really, but I know his platform is basically like a T Health AI, right? Which tries to unify AI plus blockchain plus T, and it's like I think an idea for Kenya. Um, as we can see, every cup of tea should be fair. TAI exists to ensure Kenyans um, about 600,000 smaller bird farmers receive fair prices, transparency, efficiency, prosperity, and the tools to drive. Okay, so let me just show you guys. He did a little prototype of it as well. So I think when you log in, you're able to create an account and upload whatever tea leaf that you have. It analyzes it and yeah, it's able to detect what kind of tea it is. Maybe if you know it's good for you or not. If there's a treatment plan, you're able to chat with AI as well. If the leaf has any rust or any fungi, it also detects it, maybe whatever risk level it is as well. And it also gives tips on, you know, the estimated yield. I'm just trying to use my head to explain this. I'm sorry, guys, if I'm not doing a good job. But yeah. So I think okay. Is there anything else? Yes, and also gives price history, maybe, and you are able to chat with an AI assistant, you know, why are my leaves yellow? And it's gives you solutions and maybe provides assistant as well. And it also gives you a rundown of the maybe total supply and the quality of each tea leaf as well. Let me see. And I think that's all really, guys. So yeah, Evans So sorry about your network, but a good idea. Sorry, I just saw someone's comment saying I have an idea about everything. I don't know. I'm just trying. I'm trying to help everyone here. All right. So thank you, everyone. Evans was the last person for today. And first of all, I would like to say well done to everyone for coming out here to showcase your ideas. I know, as we've all mentioned, it's something that is not easy to do through the hiccups, the challenges, and the different problems that everyone had, but you still showed up. Um, and this was everyone's first time presenting on, like, alt hall, but the previous things we used to do, sometimes you might have trials. But well done to everyone. I saw a lot of people in the comment section as well, some people saying, where is product marketing, where is so person? They didn't fill the form. Product marketers didn't fill the form. Who else? Cloud engineers didn't fill the form, or I'm not sure if any cloud person filled the form, right? So it's basically based on submissions. Those that submitted, we sent out the form and they presented, right? There's not going to be any other presentation. This is the only presentation for now that we have. I know a lot of people had capstone projects. They all had amazing ideas. Please, 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 like Pablo and every other instructor here, and even your program managers have said, make sure you talk about it. If you were maybe too shy to present or too scared, post about it on social media, go on LinkedIn. Now, this is your graduation time. Talk about it that, oh, I went to old school, and for the past 1 year, I was able to come up with this idea. This was my capstone project, or maybe this was something that I built, right, while I was here. Even if it's just screenshots, post about it on social media, right? Let people know. Maybe from there, who knows? I always say it, you might get your next job, or you might even get someone that can collaborate with you on an idea. Okay, so please don't be shy. Post about it. This is your graduation period, right? This is time for you to be loud about what you have been able to do and what you have been able to build. A big thank you to everyone that has been able to stay to the end of today's presentation. I didn't expect it to be this long, but well, it was quite long. I think we didn't even take like two presentations because they didn't show up as well. So well done to everyone. I think Susan has something to say, and then we can end today's call. Hi, Susan.
Hi, Darren. So I just have this to say. Please, next time for those persons presenting, this is, let's say you are out of old school, right? You're asked to present during work or something. Always click on your present your slide, right? That will really help. Then I think another thing I want to say is, like Darren has mentioned, today you presented. How many persons took snapshots when they were presenting, right? To post on their LinkedIn profile, to post on Twitter. You can do it, right? I know that after now, Darren, this is on YouTube, right? The YouTube link will
Yeah,
be
so
shared.
they can
Go
always
back.
watch
You
it again
understand?
and take
Screen
screenshots.
grab that your part, post it, tag, graduation is on. This is what I did. You understand? Just put yourself out there, basically. I wish you guys all the best.
Thank you very much, Suzanne. All right, so we have come to the end. Well done, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for also joining. I hope to see everyone on Friday, 6 p.m. That's going to be your main graduation day. We have a whole lot of exciting things planned for you guys. So please make sure you come, you show up for it. Please don't miss it. Don't miss it. It's your graduation after all. Also post your pictures, post your experience. This is now, by now I should be seeing, the buzz around graduation online. Okay, so from tomorrow, please start posting about it. Let everyone know that you have graduated. You have spent the past 1 year grinding, working. You guys know how hard this has been. You guys know how hard this has been. I can't overemphasize on it, right? You have been able to show up so many times doing assignments, projects, different things, right? And now is the time to celebrate. Okay, so well done everyone once again. Everyone that presented, Ayomide, everyone that is still here, Rose, Abdulaziz, Evans, Emmanuel, Blessing. I'm just trying to see people that are here. Esther, right, Angela, Olade, everyone, well done, well done, well done. Congratulations once again. Have a wonderful evening and see everyone on Friday, 6 p.m. West African time. For Kenyans, that's 8 p.m. For South Africans, 8 p.m. I think Ethiopians and Ken and who else again? Maybe 1 hour ahead, 7 p.m. You all know your time. So please see you there. Good night. And yes, please, thank you so much, Ore, Susan, and Amaran. I don't know if there's any other instructor that is here, but Joshua, I don't know if they're still here. Pablo, in absence, Idris, Innocent, all the instructors. I know I saw Mayowa at a point. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. Really appreciate you all. See everyone on Friday. Bye.